What's up, everybody? It's your boy Daniel with Conservative Papi from the Conservative Papi podcast. I have a special guest, a magnificent guest today for today's 15-minute talk. She is the incomparable, the beautiful, the one and only. Give her a round of applause for Mrs Conservative Papi, my wife, Marissa. Oh, yes. So, did you know that in LA County, they officially changed the name of Columbus Day to Indigenous Peoples Day?
I did not know that. That's interesting.
Yes. Your thoughts, please.
Why did they change the name to that?
Because they're fucking fucktards.
That's interesting.
They're all a bunch of fucking fucktards, and they too fucking sensitive to even look up the actual history of
Columbus Day.
Which
is bullshit.
It's bullshit. Yeah, so the story goes that it's insensitive to the indigenous people of America to celebrate Columbus Day.
Okay. Right. They're just sensitive.
Too sensitive. These are your people. These are people.
These are my people.
These are your people. The people in your generation that go to college and all of a sudden lose every little bit of guts.
Oh, millennials! I thought you meant indigenous people, like Native Americans.
Oh no, them too. We're not saying they're not part of this, but we're saying that the people leading this charge are millennials and leftist college professors.
Okay.
Thoughts? We can't take this seriously, guys, because really they're deciding to change history and erase a history that cannot be erased.
Yeah, because what's happened, what's done is done. It's already happened. They just don't want to accept the fact that it happened.
I mean, I have the view, and honey, you've known this about me since you've met me. I like the truth, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Give me the facts. Give me every little dirty detail, and I'll fucking figure it out, right?
With the actual truth.
Yeah.
Not what you learn in high school history.
Or college history.
Or college history, because that's not completely the truth either.
Or college history, yeah. I mean, it's
fabricated for the soft-hearted, sensitive millennials.
Hence the snowflake nickname.
The snowflake.
So I was doing a little research on Columbus today. Mm-hmm. Okay. So Columbus, Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492.
Right.
He was a Christian.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Okay, yeah, he was a Christian. He was also an egomaniac. So this half-hearted, foolish man was so full of himself, he went to 3 different kings, or kingdoms, Italian, Spanish, and English, begging for ships so he can go sail the ocean blue. You know what he told this fucking lie to the people? He wants to spread the word of God across the world.
Oh. That makes him a great Christian.
Oh, what a great Christian, right? Oh, no, so check this out. So all 3 kings originally said, nah, bruh, this ain't gonna happen.
Okay.
This ain't gonna happen. So, as I kept reading, The Blaze had a really good article about this. I forget who wrote it, but I know it was on theblaze.com. If y'all don't know, it's not an advertisement for them, but if you want to go check it out, it's Glenn Beck's company. They do really good work, at least factually good work. This dude took advantage of the Spanish rule which at the time in the 1490s were kicking out every Muslim out of the country. And they did that successfully for 400 years.
Jesus.
Yeah. So he said, to celebrate the glorious win of the Spanish in a Christian win, he said he wanted to spread Jesus to the New World.
Okay.
Yet, he didn't know if there was a New World.
Right.
What a fucking douchebag, right? All right. So check this out. So long story short, homeboy, delirious with salt water, led a bunch of gold-hungry Spanish guys. Mind you, Christopher Columbus was Italian, not Spanish.
Oh, I always thought he was Spanish.
Yes.
I thought he was from Spain.
Yeah, he was just another Italian guy trying to play some people for some money.
Oh.
What a douchebag, right?
I always thought he was Spanish.
So yeah.
Okay.
So this douchebag, right, sails across the ocean blue, lands in what was now the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
Before that, they named it Hispaniola. Okay. He made friends with the local Indian people called the Taínos.
Mm-hmm.
And long story short, he became very friendly with them in the beginning, right? And he took back some of them with some of the gold to show the king and the queen that he found
New people,
new world. So the 34 people he left behind started raping and pillaging the villages. Mm-hmm. The Indians, in self-defense, slaughtered them motherfuckers. Like some like disgusting old school scalp, eat their bones, slaughter kind of shit. Like disgusting. Yeah, no, it was disgusting. It was bad. So by the time Columbus gets back, they're like, with his translator, he goes, "What happened?" The Indian guy, in their language, the Taino language, tells them, "Oh, they raped and pillaged our women. That's why we had to kill them, because they wouldn't stop." That's when the conquistador part of Cristobal Columbus took over. Tends the whole genocidal crap.
Okay.
There's so much more to this story that, the left wants to try to exploit. But the fact of the matter is, they don't tell the full story. There's only a little bit of the ugliness of Christopher Columbus. I'm not saying we should be celebrating this guy. Personally, I think we should learn about him and what he's done for history. But really,
I mean, he found the New World, but he wasn't the first person to find the New World. Is the thing. He didn't discover the New World.
Okay, no. He didn't discover America. He discovered the Lesser Antilles and the Greater Antilles, which isn't necessarily.
He just, because I remember reading years ago that he actually wasn't the first person to discover the New World.
Oh no, people have discovered fossils of the Vikings and the Nordics sailing into the into what
he
is
wasn't the first person to discover the New World.
Exactly.
They just say he was.
Exactly.
For history purposes.
Yes.
Which is another reason why I say Columbus Day's bullshit.
Yeah, Columbus Day is bullshit. I mean, but so is Indigenous Peoples Day. Like, what the fuck did they do?
I guess because millennials are
fucking sensitive.
Okay,
exactly. Cool. So we're back to the snowflake theory. What I'm trying to say is, right, what he did, he put a name to a set of islands that nobody knew existed. Remember, back in those days, people still thought the world was flat.
Mm. Yeah. And yeah, that's right.
Oh, wow, I think my wife just put 2 and 2 together, guys.
1492.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Whatever.
Anyway, so. What was I saying? Anyway. As I keep taking my wife to school.
Whatever.
Alright. We're going to say this. He has a place in history. And his place is that without Christopher Columbus, the colonization of the Western world would never have happened.
Very true.
Now, was it ugly?
Very.
Very. Now, my wife knows this because I talked to her in private about this. I'm Puerto Rican, and what he did to the Taino Indians and what his discovery of the Greater and Lesser Antilles led to was the complete genocide of a people that don't even exist anymore. Mm-hmm. That's scary. That's Hitler before Hitler.
I mean, there's bunches of Indian tribes that don't exist anymore because of the...
But let's be honest.
Because the land was colonized. Colonized? Did I say that correctly?
Colonized.
Because so many different people were put together, like different...
Yeah.
Because the Spaniards came with more Indians. So there's lots of different Indian tribes that aren't even alive anymore. They were either killed off or mixed together, and there's no more of pure Indians.
And more than slavery, I think history recounts that disease and famine killed most of the Indians off. Most of any native land that was, especially in the Caribbean, right? Which is why they had to bring in the African slave trade to take place of the slaves that died off. Fever, flu, killed off most of the Tainos and a lot of the American Indian. So, again, I go back to my premise from the beginning of this recording is I don't mind Christopher Columbus, because we have to kind of give it to him that without him there wouldn't be a civilized Western world. But at the same time, if we're going to tell the truth, let's tell it completely. And it's part of our responsibility as Americans to seek the truth. So while these leftists have the right idea for trying to expose some of these truths, I think they're going about it the worst way. Because they want to hide the truth instead of expose it. It's like they're almost giving you the ugly side without giving you the real side, right? So the ugly side is ugly, but the real is even uglier. But it explains a lot more than just showing the ugly face to the coin.
They want it to look pretty. They want to give you the ugly side, but they want to make it look good as much as they can.
Yes, and I think that's the bad part about, especially modern day college. Man, I don't know how people do it now. I mean, with every kind of influence telling you to become Antifa or whatnot, but at the end of the day, it's you have to do your own deal. You have to read enough books. You have to
develop your own mind.
Yes, free thinking. Well, we're wrapping this up. Any final thoughts on Christopher Columbus?
No.
No? No. Well, this was an experiment. Me and my wife did a 15-minute podcast regarding Christopher Columbus and hashtag Indigenous Peoples Day.
The Indigenous People Day.
Indigenous People Day. Well, Mrs. Conservative Papi, for your raving fans, do you have any final words?
Be yourself. Have your own mind. Don't be a millennial.
Well, I
don't be the millennial definition.
Don't be that millennial.
Yes.
Don't be hashtag basic.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to tonight's podcast. My name is Daniel. I am the Conservative Papi. Don't forget to Twitter, book me. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. Like and share every little bit that I put out. Thank you so much for your support. I love you guys. Website will be coming soon for more content and more centralized content. Again, my name is Daniel. This is the Conservative Papi Podcast. I'm out.